Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for finishing Challenge Rift level 30. As you can see here, if you look closely, it is a unique item, which is actually when you reach PAragon 30 and completing that challenge, level 30, solo. As you can see, this Challenge Rift will improve items acquired in Challenge Rifts, Elder Rifts, Cycle of Strife activities, and from vendors to be equivalent to items found in Hell 2. However, it's important to keep in mind this is a solo again victory award. You need to finish it yourself without a party. So if you're kind of a relatively early and you want to finish it as fast as possible, I'm going to give you some tips. The first tip is try to group enemies together. When you get in, try to group all enemies together. Don't run and just shoot one or two enemies. Try to group them all together, not all, a large group of enemies as much as you can. And depends on the level, the best thing to do is actually just group, I don't know, like 30 of them, something like that, and just circulate around them and just use different AoE attacks or some channeling attacks or continuous attacks just to deal damage to as many enemies as possible for each attack so you can actually finish them fast. So basically what they do is you just circulate around you and attack you, but you're going to evade the attack because you're just circulating around them. And of course use your attacks and try to deal damage to as many enemies as possible. Alright, this is very, very important. Now the goal is to try to find the elite ones, so you can actually get the elite and the small ones as well, because the elite really give you a kind of a drop that really increase the experience towards getting into the boss as fast as possible. So again, in some levels it will be easier than others. The third tip is to try to search for buff towers as you go along. If you see a buff tower, use it. This can be a very, very strong buff that allows you to eliminate enemies very fast. The fourth tip is that when you get into the level you restarted, it's going to be different. What I recommend is if you see there's one of the levels is pretty tough for your build, try to restart and get another one. And the other tip for you is that try to search for synergies and abilities that actually fits the situation where you are dealing with many enemies. For example, for me, if I shoot and eliminate an enemy, I can actually extend the duration of one of my abilities, one of my skills. So try to set something that synergizes well with these tactics. And my last tip for you, try to heal. Don't get too, on the edge, because if you die several times, it's going to increase the timer and give you more seconds, which you can eventually fail. So the first one, of course, will be kind of a free, you can resurrect, but other ones will have penalty, and you don't want this penalty. And my last tip for you is that if you have your ult, well, make sure to use it. This can be very, very useful, so pay attention when you have the ult and try to take benefit of it. And those tips, by the way, are true to any Elder Rift that you're actually doing. But again, especially those who are very tough and you kind of have problems finishing them. So I'm sure it's gonna be useful to you. And well, don't take your time too much, especially against the last boss. Try to be a bit aggressive, but watch out. Here I finally realized, for example, that this boss actually can hit pretty far when he charges, but he has a pattern. So when he does the charge, I'm just getting back. So he can hit me with a long attack. So just make sure to kind of learn the pattern. Of course, you're going to learn this from previous rifts because the bosses are the same. Just pay attention, and that's about it. Good luck finishing level 30 and of course other levels. I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed these tips, consider leaving a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.